Hello everybody. How's your day been? Hopefully it has been stamp happy. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute Sip Hooray card. It uses the Sip Hooray bundle. This is available as a bundle just through the end of the holiday catalog period. Then, of course, we don't know if it's ever going to come back or not. So if you want this, make sure you get it right away. Okay? So it comes with a bundle, and the cute little dies actually cut out not just the cups, but all the little elements like the olives, the sprig, the basil leaves, an orange, a strawberry, and even a straw. So there's lots of little details to this one. So let me show you what I did today, but we also had some cute ones here. Here's another sample. Hope your big day is just one happy hour after another. My husband's birthday is coming up. This might just be his birthday card. And then, if you're ready for a wedding, I have a cheers card, and this is cheers to the bride and groom. Isn't that super cute? Love the black and the gold, how that came out. But let me show you how we did this. So what you're gonna need, to start with a half of a sheet of mint macaron, which we are going to fold in half. I always do from the bottom up. I'm not quite sure why, it's just a habit, I guess. So we need the card base, and then I have a piece of 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 Whisper White, and a piece of designer paper, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And that piece came out of the Come to Gather designer series paper that's also in the holiday catalog. So that was a fall collection of designer paper, but there's lots of other elements too in there that can be used for the rest of the year. Oh, I have ink on that. Good thing we're covering it up. So I'm going to get these two on here first. Get that going on. So the holiday catalog is only good until January 3rd of 2020. And this is still available as a bundle, not sold out yet, but we are getting close to the end of the catalog. And when that happens, Stampin' Up! Does do a year-end clearance, which starts December 3rd. So check to make sure that it's in stock before it goes away. Okay, so then those two, that gives your base there. And then I'm going to take a piece of 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 of the mint macaron, and a 2 5/8 by 3 5/8 of Whisper White. And this piece I'm going to die cut. I'm just going to put this right along the edge here and die cut that out. Okay, let's get that done. Alrighty then, so here's the die cut piece, and I'm going to get just a little bit of tape along this top edge. This one's a real close, they're only an 1/8 inch border here, so we've got some real close stuff here. Ooh, I have one little tiny piece that didn't come out. Let me find, oh, I think I can use my paper snips for that. It's a little piece. There's one little bubble that didn't want to come out of there. Look at that. And we'll get that layered up. And this is glued straight down. Of course, you know, I'm usually all about pop dots and dimensionals because I love dimension, but for right now, we're just going to put this one straight down on this one. I wanted to make it pretty mailable. See if I can center that. Okay. And then to make the elements on the card, you just need some scrap Whisper White, some smoky slate ink, and I'm using the martini glass. Okay. And then for the inside of the martini glass, I'm using mint macaron, which is my base, and I'm just going to stamp that off once. So I'm going to stamp off once, and then hopefully not get my head in the camera and get that right inside the glass. Ooh, that was pretty good for looking at it sideways. We're going to need that ink pad again. And then the little sprig I did in Pretty Peacock. And you actually need to do this twice. Once inside the cup, and I went kind of down to the bottom of the glass. And then once as a spare, because you're going to die cut those two pieces out. I'm going to need that again too. So for this one, we're going to use the martini glass and the little long one. That one's for the little rosemary sprig in there. Okay, so let's get those die cut. Okay. And then you end up with these two pieces like this. See how this gets cut off a little bit? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit of tape on here. Whoops, I think we're gonna get some tape on there. Yep. And we're just gonna line it up till we get to the right set of branches. I think we're right about here. There we go. Whoops, I don't think I did that quite right. Looks, of course, when I did this earlier, it was perfect, right? There we go. So then it looks like it's actually coming out of the glass and you can still use the pieces of the die cut. I put it behind it. When I put it above it, it looked like it was sitting outside of the glass, so I put it behind it so it still looks like it's popped up there. Okay? And then you also are going to need a 2-inch circle, and we're going to stamp our greeting on that. We're going to use the Sip in mint macaron. And I'm kind of putting this a little bit further apart because I wanted to leave room for my ribbon. And the Hooray is in the Pretty Peacock. And I'm getting that a little towards the bottom. Okay. Get these two pieces glued together. And this is on dimensionals. Get 3 of those cute little guys in there. And that gets put down just kind of towards the bottom edge here, below the bubbles, a little to the right. And then the martini glass is actually double dimensionaled. So we're going to stack 2 together, one on top of the other. Oh, I better use the little ones for down there. Get these little baby dimensionals down here. Sticking to my fingers. All right, and then that, I just kind of came just under the Hooray, just off to the edge there, and put that down. Then I used some of this gorgeous peacock and olive shimmer ribbon. This is in the annual catalog, but it coordinates beautifully with a lot of the papers that are in the holiday catalog. So I always have this on hand. It's pretty cute. So we're just going to make a bow. And again, my bows, I do bunny ears if I'm not wrapping it around something. So I make 2 loops, 2 bunny ears, and then I tie the 2 loops together. Okay, whoops. And I know it looks messy. Grab the center and pull. Oh, that one was very, very messy. Let's start that over. Kind of caught on my finger there. 2 loops tied together. I'm going to hold the center and pull 1 loop down and the other. And I'm just going to keep doing that till I get the size that I want. And I do eventually hold my fingers here on the tails and I pull tight, and that's what cinches it shut. Okay, let's get that cut. And I already have one ready, so we don't have to wait for me to do that. So we got this cute little tiny little bow. And we're going to use a glue dot. And I always put the ribbon onto the glue dot rather than try to pull the glue dot off, because it just seems to end up sticking to your finger and then everything else, and you have glue dots everywhere. Whoops, I didn't quite get it. Pull that off there. And that is just stuck down on the stem. Oh, a little bit high. There we go. And then we have Sip Hooray. Isn't that a super quick and easy card? with products except for the ribbon out of the holiday catalog, because you know that designer paper goes a long way. It's not just for fall, it's for anything you want it to be. So let's recap on what we used. I used the Sip Hooray stamp set and the Sip Hooray framelits. I think that's what they're called. Sip and Celebrate dies, they're actually called. So we have Sip Hooray stamp set and Sip and Celebrate dies, but this is currently available as a bundle. So don't forget to order that as the bundle price. And then I had the olive and peacock ribbon, which is in the reversible ribbon, which is in the annual catalog. We used Smoky Slate ink. We used Pretty Peacock ink. This is one of the in colors. Hopefully you got yours when they were on sale last week. And we have the Mint Macaron. So those are your I only used 3 ink colors here. So very limited supplies. And then, like I said, here is a little bit more of a masculine drink card. I know it's still fuzzy, fluffy drinks, but you know, you got to go out together, right? A little champagne. And then, of course, we have the wedding card. And I love this. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on there was my little bling. We have these beautiful holiday rhinestones. Let's put that bling back on there. Let's take my pick tool. Now I had put them I had used the lighter blue ones. I think they're Coastal Cabana on here, but let's try it with the shaded spruce ones. I think that would look really pretty too. And I just did a couple of them there. These are fun. And you know what? Let's add one to let's see what that looks like if I add one. Whoops, I can't get that. Let's add a little charm inside the glass. Whoa. Oh, I have 2 of them there, that's why. Don't need 2, I just needed 1. There you go. Little bling. Who doesn't love bling? So that's the same thing that I used on the wedding card. I used the pumpkin pie ones. I know they look like they're yellow, but pumpkin pie kind of looks yellow. The ink that I used in here was crushed curry, and I stamped it off once. I thought that was a good champagne color. And the ribbon is actually our metallic edge vanilla ribbon, and I used a dark smoky slate blends marker to color it. So any of our ribbons that are white or vanilla, you can color to whatever color you want. But that's our cute little wedding card. So hopefully you enjoyed today's quick and easy card, super simple. And you can find more information on the products and some samples of the other cards on my blog at www.stampersclub.com. Have a stamp happy day.